Another special guest from Aurora, Illinois, Jerry, goes by J.L. Callison in his professional work. Visited us about a year ago at one of the special events that Denise organizes about marketing and such. He's from Aurora, has been writing for the past 5 years and has had one novel published, Stranded at Romson's Lodge, and has self-published 2 shorter works, My Donkey and the Master, and just recently, Rotund Roland. His flash fiction piece, Dandelions for Memorial Day, was published in an anthology by Clarendon House Publications in England. He's working on 2 love story romance novels, and tonight he'll be reading Jennifer and Jim. That's the working title, he says. The real title is still up in the air, so we'll take a vote like we did with Rich afterwards. But here's Jerry.
Thank you. I appreciate this group. I appreciate being able to be a part of it online, even though I don't get out to the meetings. Schedule just doesn't usually fit, and I'm running that way so fast most of the time that unless I turn around I can't get here. But I do appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight. Jennifer Steele lunged from her seat, nearly knocking over her coffee cup and making a puddle on the table. Quick snatch of a couple of napkins to blot the mess, and she waddled to the oven to swat at the angry buzzer of the timer. "Why can't you be more pleasant?" she muttered, knowing she'd never get an answer. My old oven had a nice bell. Her nose wrinkled in the scent of tuna casserole. She couldn't exactly call it a fragrance, but stench was a little bit too strong. She shook her head. "Girl, these hormones have you thinking crazy." "Stench." She couldn't squelch a little snigger. The blat of exhaust and howl of tires at the limit of adhesion rattled the loose kitchen window. With a sigh and a shrug, she shuffled back to the table to grab a hot pad. "That Stewart kid's going to kill somebody on that windy woods road, and Jim's got to go that way. Just because old man Stewart can afford to buy him a car with a higher horsepower than his IQ. A quick swipe at the spilled coffee, then she grabbed the pot holder. She also snatched up her ringing cell phone and thumbed it on. "Hi, honey. Happy birthday." She tucked the phone between her shoulder and ear as she pulled open the oven door. She hated tuna casserole, but it had been Jim's favorite since her mother made it when they were first dating. Jim's voice was nearly drowned out by the sound of wind. He must have that top down again. "Love you, Jennifer." It was always the same greeting. But she loved it. It always thrilled her inside when she heard it. "I'll be a..." Silence. "No, Jim!" No rushing wind. No sound. "Jim! No! God, please!" Tears flooded her eyes, or flooded her cheeks as the casserole crashed unnoticed face down on the floor. Her knees buckled. She cried out once again, "God, I can't do this. Help me." Racking sobs shook her as Jennifer knelt, face in her hands, in a growing puddle of water. My water broke. With Jim gone now, who was she going to call? With that came the realization that her phone was in the puddle, screen dark. "God, what time I am afraid I will trust in thee." The voice in her mind was soft and gentle, yet it calmed her to the depths of her soul. How many years it had been since she had memorized Psalm 56, and in the old King James, no less. Jennifer settled onto her knees, mind racing still but calmer. "Jenny, we got company. I brought Tim. Sorry, but my cell phone died when I thought you died." Jennifer struggled to rise to her feet as her husband and his twin rushed to help her up. "Sorry about this mess. I've got your birthday present in here. We just have to get it delivered."